Good day to all of you. My name is Yong Sin Fong. My register number is 01 Dkm21 F1121. I'm from Dkm1D. The subject code is DBS 10012. My lecturer name is Puan Dahlia binti Daharan. My group members are Sakilan Ana Laki LETCHUMANAN, Muhammad Hafiz bin ZAILANI, Muhammad Hafiz IDHAM bin Muhammad SHAHAZI. Now, we will show you about our mini project. The title is A Battery That Made by Sand. First, I will explain the project's descriptions and objective part. Let's to see. The project descriptions. This project uses sand to make a battery. The purpose of this is to be able to track the energy and power of the battery made by sand. Transformations of energy from chemical energy to electric energy. Stuck different number of sands into a pipe and mention the voltage generator. To prove that this project is the applications of power and energy. To prove that panel and nickel can conduct electricity. The project objective. A simple battery will be made from sand and test whether the number of sands in the stock will affect the amount of electricity generated. Find out which sands is best for use as a battery and whether the size and materials will affect the amount of energy generated. Next, to minimize the maintenance costs. Can try to do it at any times as long as the materials are complete. To save the environment by the pollutions.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad AFIF IDHAM bin Muhammad SHAHAZI. My registration number is 01 Dkm21 F1137. Now I will talk about material and cost in this project. The material cost in this project is not much because some of it are from our recycle. We use what we have. The first thing we have is aluminium strip. It not cost us because we already have it. So, and paper towel. Every home has paper towel, so it not cost us. So, and nickel and pennies. Pennies, we just take it from our saving box. It's not something you can buy, is it? And vinegar and salt solution. It costs us RM2 to buy the vinegar and the salt. We stir it together and it become vinegar and salt solution to use as an electrolyte. 9 volt battery. 9 volt battery, we have to buy it. We have to buy in the near store. It costs us like RM7. And the multimeter, we bought it on Shopee for RM10. So the total of all this material cost is only RM19. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Sakilan, son of LETCHUMANAN. My registration number is 01 Dkm21 F1131. So today I would like to explain about the introduction about the concept of a project. So our project is about making a battery. So let's have a look about what is a battery. Battery is actually taking place in our life almost from our alarm clock to our smartphone. So battery is one of the major and important thing we used in our life. So do we know that battery was the first way to generate electricity, even for the bigger source and the bigger power? I also did hesitate when I listen or watch this message. So let's look about the real concept of our project. So the project, which is our battery, we did is actually undergo the electrochemical reaction. So what is electrochemical reaction? Electrochemical reaction is actually a change in the energy, which is from chemical energy to electrical energy. So the diagram in the left hand side is actually shows the early design of the battery. We did main materials we did use to prove that our batteries actually can generate electricity. So as we all know that battery have some important components which actually act as an important component to generate electricity, which is electron and electrolyte. So in our case, we actually used coin as the electron and vinegar as the electrolyte. Coin actually can act as an electron because it is a type of metal which act to bring the ions to convert it from chemical energy to electrical energy. Vinegar is actually used as an electrolyte because electrolyte is actually a solvent. So vinegar also a solvent, but it is an acidic form. So as vinegar is in acidic form, it can actually produce ion which can conduct electricity. So, and the last part is the digital multimeter. Digital multimeter is really important in order to prove that our project, which is our battery, can actually flow to enable the flowage of the current or the voltage. So here we used to measure the current and the voltage flows in the battery using the digital multimeter. As I mentioned just now, coins actually act as an electrode in our project. So we actually used two types of coins, and the first one is the nickel coin, and the second one is the zinc which coated with the copper coin. So in this case, coins are actually act as an electrode, which by they can actually able to donate electron during electrochemical series process when it immersed in vinegar. So the compound name of the vinegar is CH3COOH. So as this vinegar act as a acid, so coins are actually act as the electron to collect the electron and change it from the chemical energy to electrical energy. So by this, the voltage can actually flow through the coins and causes the electrons to move and collide with each other and create the electric current. Let's have a in detail look about why this vinegar actually being used in our project. So vinegar, as I mentioned just now, vinegar is actually electrolyte which act as acidic liquid. So how it actually work? Vinegar actually contains some free moving ions because acidic always contains some free moving ions, but in our case hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion actually helps to conduct electricity. So these charged ions actually flow through the coins, which actually a type of metal, to enable the electric current, and the voltage is actually produced. As we can see here, this is the actual arrangement of the coin to be made as a battery in our project. So let's have a great look about the arrangement and the working principle of our product. So the aluminum foil actually placed at the both of the bottom of the coin. So as we all know that the first type of coin we used in our product is nickel coin, and it actually placed above the aluminum foils. So a tissue paper also placed, but it actually soaked with salt and vinegar combination of compound, and the solution is placed in the middle of each of the coins. So some connected wires from the digital multimeter is connected to the battery. So they are actually two colored wire with the pointer. The one of it is red one and the black color. So each of the wire is placed on the battery, and the one wire is actually placed above the aluminum foil, and another wire is actually placed above the coin which soak with the salt vinegar solution. This is actually to show that the electric current and the voltage is actually produced and generated, and each of the readings of the electric current and the voltage of the battery is actually measured, and the procedure 1 to 7 is repeated with pennies. Let's have a look at the reading of the voltage we received from our battery. So this reading can actually be made as the proof that our battery can actually generate electricity. So as we all know that the first type of coin we actually used is nickel. In the first time we actually used one number of nickel coin, and the total voltage produced is 3.5 volt. And the second time, two number of nickel coin placed, and the voltage received is 3.63. And in the three number of nickel coin, 4 voltage, and respectively in 4 number of nickel coin is actually 4.11 So this actually shows that there is a difference between the voltage with the number of nickel coin. So as the number of nickel coin increases, the voltage also increases. And secondly, this is the way we actually can show that pennies also can produce the electricity. So when we use the one number of pennies coin, there are 3.76 volt, and in two number of pennies coin, 4.47 volt, and in three pennies coin, 4.68 volt, and in respectively 4 number of pennies coin can actually produce 5.07 volt. So as we can see here, the voltage produced by the pennies is much more higher comparing to the nickel. So our product can actually differentiate between the type of coin or type of the metal used as the electrode with the voltage produced. So our product can actually be worked as the proper battery. So this shows that the voltage produced by the pennies is much more higher than the nickel. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is HAFIZ bin ZAILANI and I'm from class Dkm1D, and my number registration is 01 Dkm21F 1122, and my lecturer is Puan Dahlia binti Dahlan. So today we can make one project. We can see the things on the table. We can look. So the project name we call a battery that makes sense. So the materials we use to make this project is basic and low cost efficiently, so we can keep our cost and keep our money to spend more to depends more money to so we can reduce our more cost efficiently. So we can see we have scissors, and we have 4 pennies. We have 8 pennies, small pennies, and small pennies. So you can see, all right, and half pennies, medium pennies, and we have important things to measurement our electricity wave on the project. We have a amplifier or multimeter, we call it. So we have the glass and the one small spoon, and inside the glass we mix them with vinegar and salt. To vinegar itself works like electrolyte. So we have two towel. We have two towel and aluminum foil. Aluminum foil. We have it to use it. Scissor works to cut the small pieces of paper towel, fourth paper towel, to make our project, and works to cut the aluminum foil to multiple 4 to multiple 8, so like this, and we need to cut them. So let's go. We go through the first procedure. Alright guys, before we go to the first procedure of make the project, we need we need to put aluminum foil on the middle of the paper towel. So alright, so the second procedure, we can move the second procedure. We need to put our penis. Alright, we put our penis in the middle of the aluminum foil like this, and we need put the pieces of paper towel on the top of penis like that. So we need to, alright, after that we need to put our mixed ingredient, vinegar and salt, like this. We need to put on the paper towel. We need to put mix. We need to put again. Alright. So before we start, we need to on the multimeter to add 2 volt, and we need to see the backlight. So the third procedures, we need to put the 2 of cable, red and black, to measurement our electricity wave through our project. So you can hold it. So before we start, we need to know, and we need to put our 2 cable of red and black on our project, so we can do this. What our action we can see, and our the conclusion we can get. So we need to put the black on the aluminum foil, and the red cable on the penis, on the top of the penis. So we can look. So on the multimeter ammeter, we can see the electrolyte sheet, the electricity. We can see electric wave. We can look the energy and power. on the penis so high. So we can look 457 or 456 on that. So we can see almost the electric wave can through our electricity wave can through an emitter, so we can take our note on this project. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Last, I will talk about the conclusion part. In a nutshell, the above show that we wanted to know if the size and materials affect the amount of produced electricity, and it does. The panel is smaller in diameter compared to the nickel, but it has a large amount of produced electricity because it had a high percentage of copper and the nickel has a small amount of copper. This proves to us that size and materials to affect the amount of electricity. Thanks.